From the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
In the wake of global economic shifts and challenges, Nigeria stands at a pivotal juncture, poised to accelerate its diversification efforts through strategic industrialization, digitization, creative arts, manufacturing, and innovation. The current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is poised to achieve this diversification. At the forefront of this transformative journey lies the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, strategically orchestrating interventions to cultivate an innovative and entrepreneurial ecosystem. On today's episode, we're looking at driving economic diversification, NITDA's role in fostering innovation across industries. I am King Wabuke, and this is NITDA Impact.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
You can be a part of this program by logging onto our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Let's take a look at our top stories for the week. Director General of NITDA briefs Permanent Secretary of the agency's role in advancing President Tinubu's digital economy agenda. NITDA DG champions strategic alliance with Voice of Nigeria on digital literacy. Plus, NITDA is to collaborate with Sierra Leone for digital economy advancement. And now the news in detail. The Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, along with his management team, recently paid a working visit to the newly appointed Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Engineer Farouk Yusuf Yabo, FNSC. The purpose of the visit was to intimate the Permanent Secretary of the agency's ongoing activities, projects, programs, and achievements in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. NITDA Impact correspondent Matthew Eloy has details.
In a strategic move to align with the national agenda for economic transformation through technological innovation, the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, along with his management team, recently convened with the newly appointed Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Engineer Farouk Yusuf Yabo, FNSE. During the meeting, which took place at the Federal Secretariat in Abuja, the DG provided a comprehensive overview of NITDA's activities, projects, programs, and achievements, highlighting the agency's pivotal role in the nation's digital transformation journey. He further explained the agency's evolution, noting the transition to the National ICT Policy in 2012 and the subsequent paradigm shift towards the National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy in 2019.
Our mandate is vast and broad, but we categorize it into three major activities. Firstly is developmental regulation, because the agency exists to regulate use of IT, and we see regulation as an instrument for market creation, an instrument to enhance service delivery either in the public or private sector, an instrument to spark innovation, and as an instrument to protect consumers. So looking at that, we call it a developmental regulation because mostly the private sector sees regulation as government coming up with unnecessary rules, yes, that will inhibit their own business success. But in our own case, we co-created with them. We don't sit in the office, use armchair theory to come up with regulation, but we work with the ecosystem to come up with regulation that can unlock opportunities.
In response, the Permanent Secretary commended NITDA's proactive approach and reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to leveraging ICT for national development.
So I really will encourage of course, DG is already, I'm preaching to a compact, but I think the DG can't do it alone. It has to be with his team. So please let us have this spirit that we are in a single sector and that any one of us does contributes to the eventual 8-point agenda of the president and the five pillars of the minister, and of course the 8 pillars of the NITDA. So at the end of the day, when we go to present our scorecard for the president and other ministers, we'll be able to clearly say this is what we'll be able to achieve.
The meeting concluded with a consensus on the importance of continued collaboration between NITDA and the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy to realize the nation's digital aspirations in alignment with the Renewed Hope agenda. The visit not only underscores NITDA's pivotal role in driving Nigeria's digital transformation, but also reaffirmed the government's commitment to harnessing technology for socio-economic development under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Matthew Eloy, reporting for NITDA Impact.
The Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, recently played host to the Director General of Voice of Nigeria, VON, Jibril Baba Ndache, and his management team at the agency's corporate headquarters in Abuja. The purpose of the visit is to strengthen the already existing partnership and collaborate between both agencies towards promoting digital literacy and using digital means to tackle fake news and misinformation. NITDA Impact correspondent tells us more. In a pivotal step towards advancing digital literacy nationwide, the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, welcomed the Director General of Voice of Nigeria, VON, Jibril Baba Ndache, and his management team to discuss a collaborative initiative aimed at enhancing digital literacy and eradicating fake news across the nation. Speaking during the courtesy visit at the agency's corporate headquarters in Abuja, the NITDA boss reiterated that the collaboration aligns perfectly with the inclusive vision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration and its Digital Nigeria for All agenda. He pointed out that the collaboration would facilitate the implementation of key initiatives such as the National Digital Literacy Framework (NDLF) and the comprehensive blueprint outlined by the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani.
In 2023, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came on board, he unveiled the Renewed Hope agenda with 8 priority areas. Firstly, to reform the economy for sustained inclusive growth. Secondly, to strengthen national security for peace and prosperity. The third one, to boost agric to achieve food security. The fourth one is unlock energy and natural resources for sustainable development. The fifth one, to enhance infrastructure and transportation as enablers of growth. The sixth one is about focusing on education, health, and social investment as critical pillars for development. And the seventh one is about accelerating the diversification of economy through industrialization, digitization, creative arts, and innovation. And the last one is about improving governance. If you look at all these 8 priority areas, IT is the only instrument that can make it possible.
Earlier in his remarks, Ndache articulated VON's commitment to deepening the existing partnership with NITDA, adding that the primary focus of this collaboration is to advance content development in indigenous languages, ensuring broader access to and increased participation in the digital landscape. He emphasized the importance of tackling the challenges posed by fake news, misinformation, and disinformation in the nation, stressing the significance of partnering with NITDA to consistently tell not only the Nigerian story, but also the broader African narrative. Highlighting the pivotal role of the collaboration, the VON DG underscored its potential in fostering awareness about safe and responsible internet usage, countering the spread of misinformation, and boosting the digital literacy and skills acquisition amongst Nigerians.
Voice of Nigeria, our job is to continuously tell the story of Nigeria. What you do here, let Nigerians know, but also let the world know. One of the things that you do that the story is on, but we need to amplify very well, is that the opportunity you give to younger Nigerians. This story need to be told consistently and intentionally. You are already doing that. In my discussion with you, I said nobody can fault you about your media strategy. You're one of the most visible institutions. I'm saying this with empirical evidence. I'm not saying it because I'm saying it to you. If you take MDAs in Nigeria and you want to do what you call in the media, this thing you want to do, assess them. I mean, I won't say the position that will be, but certainly you're very prominent in terms of what you do. And I just, like I said to you, I want you to not just maintain, but to continue, not just with the public institution, but also private owned media, so that people will know what you are doing.
This collaboration between NITDA and VON marks a pivotal step towards realizing a more digitally inclusive society with a focus on leveraging indigenous languages to drive digital literacy and skill development across Nigeria. The Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, has affirmed the agency's commitment to collaborate effectively with Sierra Leone's Ministry of Communications, Technology and Innovations to advance digital innovation within the African continent. The DG stated this when he played host to Sierra Leone's Minister of Communications, Technology and Innovation, Ms. Salima Ba, and her team at the corporate headquarters of the agency. NITDA Impact correspondent completes the report. In a move to enhance regulatory development and implementation in support of the digital economy, the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, recently hosted the Minister of Communications, Technology and Innovation of Sierra Leone, Ms. Salima Ba, and her delegation at the NITDA corporate headquarters in Abuja. The visit aimed to provide the Sierra Leone team with insights into Nigeria's regulatory practices, focusing on the enforcement of standards and guidelines, as well as the policy framework ensuring the efficient use of digital technologies in government. Represented by the agency's Director of Corporate Planning and Strategies Department, Dr. Aristotle Onuma, the DG welcomed the opportunity to share expertise and collaborate with Sierra Leone in their pursuit of digital innovation. On her part, the minister expressed a keen interest in understanding how Nigeria has advanced its digital landscape and regulatory frameworks to support the growing digital economy. The discussion centered on regulatory best practices, stakeholder engagement, and the establishment of a digital transformation working group to ensure the relevance of policies across governmental agencies.
Really interesting to see your code of practice and how that was designed. Although I do believe and I think this is a problem that really needs a strong African approach rather than a single country, because as you said, right, they do have community guidelines. The problem we have is they don't enforce it in our countries as they do elsewhere. And sometimes I think it's easier for them to not dismiss, but not really follow through with the one country request as us going in as a bloc, because that's what Europe was able to do when with the GDPR. So I think as a collective we need to see this as not maybe just an one country problem. I think it's one of the areas of collaboration where we need to see as a regional problem and coming together and having a regional position and then presenting it. And because I know when you start having this conversation, their first thought is you want to stifle freedom of speech.
Exactly.
That's the first thing they'll say to you. But I think we need to position this as a peace and security issue more than freedom of speech. But this is one area where I think I've been speaking to Minister Bosun and ministers from Togo and Rwanda. I think there has to be a collective approach maybe in terms of, because we're all facing the pain of social media. All our governments, all our presidents all face this issue of social media. So I think, but we need to start, so let's see what you have as a code of practice, because I was actually thinking of amending our cybersecurity law to reflect the regulation of social media companies, but then obviously the conversation is how do you enforce it? Yeah. But then my thinking of enforcement is a common regional movement to do that.
The meeting underscored the importance of cross-border collaboration in advancing digital innovation and fostering the growth of the digital economy across Africa. Sierra Leone's interest in learning from Nigeria's experiences reflects a broader trend of knowledge exchange and cooperation among African nations in the realm of technology and innovation.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Time now for NITDA's cybersecurity updates.
How to safeguard against dumpster diving threats is what we are going to share with you on this week's cybersecurity updates. I am Mansur Aliyu Hassan and thank you for joining us. Securing your personal data is crucial as it is highly coveted by malicious individuals. It is imperative to keep it private or at very least as private as possible. Exercise caution on how you dispose of sensitive information as you never know who might come across or exploit it. Dumpster diving involves searching through physical and electronic waste bins for documents containing personal and undisclosed information that can be exploited for illegal activities. This includes, but is not limited to, email addresses, phone numbers, financial statements, that is audit reports, balance sheets, etc., bank account statements, medical reports, digital signatures, former employees' biometric cards. For instance, parcel with prominently displayed names and contact details can be vulnerable during delivery if not handled or disposed of properly, potentially falling into the hands of cyber criminals. Similarly, improper disposal of USB flash drives containing sensitive information poses a risk. Cyber criminals can extract data of the information on the drive if it is not erased before disposal. To prevent these threats, consider the following preventive measures. Shred and destroy any personal data before discarding it. Check delivery envelopes or parcels for potential inclusion of personal information. Erase all information and destroy storage devices such as CDs, DVDs, and flash drives containing personal data before disposal. That's all we have for you this week. Stay tuned for more updates and thank you.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
This week, our insight is on driving economic diversification, NITDA's role in fostering innovation across industries.
In the wake of global economic shifts and challenges, Nigeria stands at a pivotal juncture, poised to accelerate its diversification efforts through strategic industrialization, digitization, creative arts, manufacturing, and innovation. The current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is poised to achieve this diversification. At the forefront of this transformative journey lies the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, strategically orchestrating interventions to cultivate an innovative and entrepreneurial ecosystem, anchored by the fifth pillar of its strategic roadmap and action plan, SRAP 2.0. NITDA's initiatives are not only catalyzing progress across various sectors, but also empowering young innovators, thereby propelling Nigeria's economic diversification agenda forward into a new era of sustainable growth and prosperity. Industrialization, digitization, and creative arts sector represent essential pillars in Nigeria's economic diversification strategy. These sectors offer immense potential for innovation, job creation, and economic growth, leveraging technological advancements, fostering creativity, and promoting entrepreneurship within these sectors are crucial for unlocking new opportunities and driving Nigeria's economic transformation. NITDA's interventions in these areas include providing support for startups, facilitating access to funding and resources, and fostering collaborations between industries and innovators. The manufacturing sector holds significant promise for Nigeria's economic diversification efforts. By embracing digital transformation and innovation, manufacturers can enhance productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness. NITDA recognizes the importance of integrating technology into manufacturing processes to unlock new opportunities for growth. Through capacity building programs, technology adoption initiatives, and partnerships with industry stakeholders, NITDA is empowering manufacturers to embrace innovation-led growth and drive Nigeria's industrialization agenda forward. Central to NITDA's vision for fostering innovation across industries is its unwavering support for young innovators in the tech ecosystem. Recognizing the pivotal role of entrepreneurship in driving economic diversification, NITDA has implemented targeted initiatives to nurture the next generation of innovators. These initiatives include incubation programs, hackathons, innovation challenges, and mentorship opportunities. By providing aspiring entrepreneurs with access to funding, resources, and networking platforms, NITDA is creating an enabling environment where innovative ideas can flourish flourish and thrive. Pillar 5 of NITDA's STRAP 2.0 underscores the agency's commitment to nurturing an innovative and entrepreneurial ecosystem conducive to growth and sustainability. This pillar aligns seamlessly with NITDA's interventions aimed at accelerating economic diversification through industrialization, digitization, creative arts, manufacturing, and innovation. By fostering collaboration, providing knowledge exchange, and providing support for startups and entrepreneurs, NITDA is laying the foundation for a vibrant ecosystem where innovation thrives and drives Nigeria's economic transformation. As Nigeria embarks on its journey towards economic diversification, NITDA emerges as a key driver of progress and innovation across industries through strategic interventions spanning industrialization, digitization, creative arts, manufacturing, and innovation. NITDA is not only accelerating diversification, but also laying the groundwork for a more resilient and prosperous future. By empowering young innovators, fostering collaboration, and promoting a culture of entrepreneurship, NITDA is shaping a dynamic ecosystem where innovation flourishes, driving Nigeria towards sustainable growth and prosperity in the digital age.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Our tech tips for the week is on safety use of USB drives. One, always physically secure USB drives containing confidential information and avoid sharing it. 2. Have separate USB drives for home and work computers so as to avoid cross-contaminating your computers. 3. If you find random USB drive laying around, don't insert it into your computer. Deliver it to an IT security expert to run a check on it. 4. Use secure and reputable USB drives. 5. When possible, password and encrypt USB drives to further protect your information. 6. Update your security software on your computer and scan USB drive before use.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Up next is Innovation Hub.
I'm Ahmad Adam Ahmad. I'm a student of Infotech in National Open University. Recently, I was opportune to join NITDA blockchain program where I was exposed to recent technologies in blockchain, how to employ blockchain in many activities in our endeavors, like in financial activities, in land use, like in the land titles, where you record the land titles, because recently we have issues whereby you see one title is being sold to several people. So using technology of blockchain, you can stop all this stuff. It has exposed me to a lot of things, like even though it is a blockchain in general, but they expose us to many aspects of information technology, like JavaScript, programming languages like Golang, and the rest. So it was a nice experience actually. My observation is that next time or whenever they want to run the programs, is after having online one, at least they need to have one-on-one interaction with the candidates, so that at least they will brush up what they learn online, and then they will have direct physical interaction with the facilitator, so that they have asked several questions that they could not be able to ask when it was online. What of is when you say appreciation, it's like you are limiting it. Do you understand? Because if you do one or two things and then somebody tell you that I need 100, is beyond appreciation. Because how I see it now is that like NITDA is building an industry, a whole industry, because we never envisaged to do something like that few years ago, but with what NITDA starting now and what this present government is talking about employment and then harnessing information technology to look at it, it's a broader topic that we are talking about. So it's beyond appreciation. NITDA is opening another frontier of employment for Nigerians using information technology.
This is NITDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
As Nigeria embarks on its journey towards economic diversification, NITDA emerges as a key driver of progress and innovation across industries. Through strategic interventions spanning industrialization, digitization, creative arts, manufacturing, and innovation, NITDA is not only accelerating diversification, but also laying the groundwork for a more resilient and prosperous future. By empowering young innovators, fostering collaboration, and promoting a culture of entrepreneurship, NITDA is shaping a dynamic ecosystem where innovation flourishes, driving Nigeria towards sustainable growth and prosperity in the digital age. To learn more on how you can benefit from our activities, kindly log on to our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Until we come your way next time, our special appreciation goes to the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Honorable Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, the Director General of NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, CCIE, and the entire management and staff of NITDA for this program. I am Kinyose Wabuke. Thank you for spending your time with us and enjoy the rest of your viewing time.